Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol ARGS. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. And in this situation, makes mapping out a very logical question quite straightforward. And that question revolves around the fact that the price did start to show some signs of life today in terms of a bounce. Now, I realized with the gap down, that wasn't great. But after the gap down, when the price got as low as down here, below $1.20, and then closed up here in the $1.40 range, nobody can argue against that. That has been a nice little bounce. Now, I realize it doesn't look that much because the proportions are, thrown off due to the gap down. But, like I said, sub $1.20 to now being up above $1.40, a 20-cent move on a dollar stock, that's a good amount of movement. But all this does lead to the question, is there any sort of true power behind this bounce? Is there any sort of genuine strength? Or is this just some sort of knee-jerk reaction, dead cat bounce type move? I have no idea. But like I said, by using charts, we can make answering that question very straightforward. And in my mind, it all revolves around a single level. And that level is right here at the $1.35 mark. Why is $1.35 so important? Well, hopefully we can all agree on the logic that price movement with true power, with genuine strength, the price is going to progress forward. The price is not going to go back to where it was. I'm assuming you're saying, hey, thanks, Captain Obvious. Of course, the price movement with true power is not going to go back to where it was. So with that in mind, think about this $1.35 mark. If the price goes down there and bounces off it, like it's already done a whole bunch of times right there, but let's say it comes down and does that again. So it comes down, bounces around, and then heads back up. What would you have in this situation? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. The previous set would be right here. And again, I realize the proportions are off, but point here being, then you start to have some stair steps here heading in the upwards direction. And that's what truly strong moves do, right? They make progress in the upwards direction. So to me, I'm defining progress as staying up above $1.35. Now, what about levels of resistance? Pretty straightforward at this point in time. If the move does continue to bounce, if it's going to get any sort of true momentum, that initial area that needs to be broken, the hurdle that needs to be cleared there is at $1.60. So an interesting setup here. A bounce has happened on the daily time frame. A hammer candle has formed. So we'll see if this can build upon itself at all or not. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point. And like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.